What's your name? M. Hirsch, H-I-A-R-S-C-H. What's your name and badge number? Name and badge number. K. Palmerton. What's your ID number?
Don't worry about it, buddy.
No, what is your Yeah.
Today, we're not starting at a crime scene, but in places that seem the most ordinary. A government office in California, a sensitive military installation, and a quiet harbor in Florida. Stay with me until the end, because what you're about to see isn't just controversy, it's where the Constitution is put to the test, and the truth has to fight its way to be heard. The opening location isn't a bustling street or a crime scene, but a government office in California.
Okay.
Any reason you're so close to me?
So we got a call for somebody in here. Do you have business in here?
Yeah.
What's your business, sir?
Not your business.
Have you ever heard the claim that recording in a public space without anyone's consent is illegal? It sounds like a powerful unwritten rule, yet it's as hazy as smoke. Ironically, in today's case, that statement doesn't just appear, it's delivered with absolute certainty.
Excuse me.
Huh? Say it again.
Who are you?
Who am I?
Yes.
I'm me. Who are you?
I'm Ron. Just wondering what's going on. This is state office. Just wondering if we could help.
Yeah, no, I know it's the state office. I told her, I explained it. I'm doing a story. I need to ask a couple things, but first I'm going to take some pictures, and then when I need help, I'll let you guys know. Yeah. You said your name's Ron?
This is the only public part of the building, right here. That office, that right there, and this right here. That's as far as anybody gets to go. The rest of this is all private office.
Well, I'm sure I can speak with her. I'm sure I can go to her cubicle.
Environmental protection, you could speak to it.
Well, yeah, that doesn't matter too much to me. If there's a bathroom, I can go where that's at. If people come in and speak with her for help, I can go up there and speak with her. So,
what I'm trying to get at with you is, this is a public space.
I understand.
But people just can't walk around the state office without credentials, without signing in, without making an appointment, without getting clearance. That's just not how it works.
Well, yeah, any public areas, yeah. Well, like I said, I can go there, which means I can be right into that area if I need help. If there's a bathroom, which there probably is, so then I can probably go down there, right? If there's a bathroom.
So I mean, I said, that is the public area.
From the very first second, the scene doesn't introduce itself. It confronts you. There's no calm entry, no explanation, just an immediate command. Turn that off. And in that instant, the entire conflict reveals itself. Authority versus accountability. Control versus transparency. The man behind the camera doesn't react emotionally. He doesn't escalate. Instead, he anchors himself in something far more powerful: principle. He calmly states he's working on a story, invoking freedom of the press. And just like that, what could have been a simple interaction transforms into something much larger. This is no longer about a camera. It's about who gets to control what is seen. As the narration begins to layer over the footage, the viewer is pulled deeper into the significance of the moment. This isn't framed as an isolated encounter. It's positioned as a test. A real-world stress test of constitutional rights inside places that appear ordinary but operate under invisible rules that a government office. A public-facing space. A location designed to serve people. And yet, the moment a camera appears, everything changes. The tension builds not through shouting, but through contradiction. The staff question his presence, his purpose, his identity. But the cameraman resists every attempt to define him. He refuses to sign in, refuses to identify himself, refuses to play by rules he doesn't recognize as law. And that's where the real conflict ignites. Because now, it's no longer about behavior. It's about legitimacy. Who has authority here? And more importantly, what kind of authority? The scene sets a powerful tone. This isn't just documentation. It's confrontation with a system that may not fully understand its own limits. And this is only the beginning.
And I know where the public areas are, so I don't need help with that, but appreciate it.
So do you have credentials to tell us who you are? Everybody's got to sign in when they come in the office.
Oh, I'm not gonna disclose who I am.
Well, then you can't be here if you don't sign in. It's
Why
a
is
security
that?
issue.
What
right here.
would be the issue with the
Right
security?
Here. You have to sign in.
Oh, okay. I mean, you guys request people sign in, right?
That's correct.
Okay.
It's a state office. We have security protocol.
No, I get it. I get it. Yeah, for people that are going to go in the back or whatever.
No, I mean people that are in here at all. Even the public people that use our conference room all sign in.
Right.
Yeah.
And they choose to.
No, they don't choose to. It's a rule.
Is it a law or just a policy?
So are you filming me right now without my consent?
Well,
I'm not giving my consent. And
do
that
you
is
want an
against
answer, or
the
do
law.
you want to just interrupt?
That is against the law.
Are you like escalating, or
No.
I don't want a confrontation with
No,
you. I
I'm
don't
not.
know
I'm
why
not.
you're
I'm
you're
just
you're like
saying
being
it's-
confrontational.
No, I'm
You're
not.
interrupting. You're being loud. Yeah, I think you are. I mean, I'm saying you are, so I think it. Right.
Well, that may be your thought, but it is
Well,
a
it's
law
definitely
that
my
you
opinion.
have to get my consent to record me.
It is a law.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I didn't know that. I didn't know that law.
Well, it is a law.
Which one is it?
You are the one recording. You should be able to look it up.
No, I mean, I can look it up. The law, I know, I don't need your consent. So I'm
Stand
just
by.
asking.
I'm going to make a quick phone call for you. We'll
Oh.
see if we can get you taken care of real quick.
Go ahead. Yeah. Clearly, call the police. You see a crime being committed. Doesn't make any sense, Ron. Doesn't make any sense to me at all.
We're not confronting. We're just getting information from you. Do you have a name?
Of course, I have a name. Yeah.
Can you log in there? You are in the R Street building.
No, I don't wish to give my name.
You don't wish to give your name.
No.
So let's do this.
No, we got a cam back. So just keep in mind, sir, you work here, right? Do you work here?
Just let's do this. You're doing a video of us.
Mm-hmm.
As the interaction continues, the conflict sharpens into something more structured and more dangerous. The staff begin leaning heavily on internal rules, sign-in requirements, restricted access, procedural compliance. To them, this is standard protocol, something that shouldn't even be questioned. But the cameraman dismantles that framework piece by piece that he doesn't argue loudly. He doesn't escalate emotionally. Instead, he introduces a far more disruptive concept, the difference between policy and law, and that distinction changes everything. Because while the staff speak with confidence, their authority begins to feel less absolute. Their statements rely on expectation, what people usually do, what they're supposed to follow. But the cameraman keeps pulling the conversation back to legality. Not preference, not procedure, law. Then comes the pivotal moment. The claim that recording without consent is illegal. It's delivered with certainty, almost like a final move meant to shut everything down. But instead, it exposes a deeper problem. Because when challenged, when asked to identify the law, there's hesitation. And hesitation in a confrontation like this is everything. The cameraman doesn't need to overpower them. He just needs to keep asking the right questions. And suddenly, the roles begin to shift. The staff are no longer controlling the situation. They're reacting to it. The tension builds quietly, but intensely. No one backs down. No one concedes. But underneath the surface, the structure holding the staff's authority together is starting to crack. And once that crack appears, escalation becomes unavoidable. Because now, it's not just disagreement, it's a challenge.
And we'll
Well, I actually wasn't even worried about you guys until you started talking to me. But do you work here, sir? If you did, listen, if you did, I don't want you to commit a crime. You just made a public record. Listen, you made a public record because you're a public employee, and I'm going to request those pictures and or video that you took. If
Like
you
what you're
erase
doing.
them, listen, if you
Can
erase
you
them,
sit here? Can
if
sit
you
here?
erase them at this point, it will be a crime because I'm putting you on notice, okay? Just so you know, I'm doing it
I think you know you're right, and I know
for
I'm
sure.
right.
You don't.
But what you're doing right now is unnecessary.
No, it's not. You're taking a picture and video of me
Yes,
making a
I'm
public
not.
record.
Look at what you're doing.
I know. I'm a journalist. That's what I do. I'm doing a story. That's what I said.
You're doing a story unprofessionally.
But you're not. How am I being unprofessional?
Because you enter the door,
Mm-hmm.
you don't have a name, you don't introduce yourself, you don't introduce where you connected us.
Don't have
So
to.
how can we validate you?
You don't need to. It's a
You
public.
don't-
It's a public area. I'm not going anywhere but public areas. You
It's a
don't have to
public
validate
area.
me. Yeah.
But you are interacting with a person like me.
Because you're coming and interacting with me. I told you guys I didn't need your help. I don't need nothing from you.
But you cannot just go around here.
Yes, I can. In public areas, I can absolutely.
Oh, there's your public area.
And this, and right at her desk. Yeah, I know where the public areas are. Again, you made a public record. I'm going to do a public records request on it. It's a state law. If you erase it, it will
think-
be a misdemeanor crime.
Yes.
I'm just letting you know because I don't want you to
Yes,
commit a crime.
Keep talking.
Keep talking?
Yes.
Okay. I just don't want you to commit a crime, bud.
Keep talking.
What was your
You're
name?
right.
I do. I know the laws very well.
Going.
What was your name? I'm talking with you now. You wanted to talk with me.
Like what you did. What is your answer when I asked your name?
I don't work for the public, but you do. So you have to give your name.
Public like you.
You work for the public.
I don't work with the public like you.
You work for the state, right?
Disrespect other people.
How did I disrespect you? Did I call you out your name?
Very simple question.
What?
Respect. You don't have respect.
How is that respect?
You don't introduce your name, what company you're working with.
Don't have to.
So that
No, I'm not interested in doing that.
That's disrespectful.
That's not disrespectful, bud. You're wrong. Listen, you work for us. You're a public servant. Go do your job. No, I don't have to stop here. Just go do your job and leave me alone. I don't need your help. That dude is ridiculous. State of California, Michelle. So this is Michelle's card. This isn't. I thought this was a card to like a higher up here or something. Did you learn something, Ron?
Excuse me?
Police teach you something?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, they will when they come. Don't worry. It'll be all right. Just wondering if you figured out that law that said I needed to consent
Well,
or.
depends on who you are, but since you don't show an ID, I don't know who you are.
What? Well, how does it depend on who I am for recording?
I'm not going to argue with you, buddy.
Oh, you were earlier. You could just have a cordial conversation, but you're not respectful. I get it. I know. Now let's get the pictures we needed real quick. Okay. Well, I've gotten some of the video I need. I need to do a public records request now. I'm going to request some state records that are public. So I need some help with that, whoever does that.
What do you mean public records?
So there's something called the California Public Records Act or California Public Information Act. And we can request anything that's public from this office. And so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make some public records requests. And so I don't know who does that. I don't know if it's you, maybe not because you didn't know what it was. But I do need help by somebody to take my request. And that's why you guys don't have any signs of restricting areas or anything like that. How's it going, man? How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Awesome. I'm good.
Plug?
Huh?
For plugging? Or
Yeah, something like.
The moment law enforcement is called, the entire atmosphere shifts. What was once an internal disagreement now becomes a formal confrontation, one that demands clarity. Because when police arrive, assumptions are no longer enough. Someone has to be right. But what unfolds instead is uncertainty. The officers step into a situation already layered with conflicting narratives. On one side, staff insisting on protocol, security, and control. On the other, a cameraman firmly grounded in constitutional rights, refusing to comply with anything he sees as unlawful. And the police hesitate. They ask questions. They listen. But there's no immediate authority being asserted. No clear enforcement. Instead, there's confusion, subtle, but visible that is this a public space? Is filming allowed? Does policy override rights? These questions hang in the air, unanswered. Meanwhile, the cameraman seizes the moment. He reframes the entire situation, not as a disturbance, but as documentation. A test of whether those in power truly understand the laws they're supposed to uphold. And the officers don't shut him down. That's critical. Because in that hesitation, the balance of power begins to shift again. The staff who once seemed in control now appear uncertain. Their confidence fades as the situation moves beyond their authority. The cameraman, however, grows more assertive. Not through aggression, but through clarity. He knows exactly what argument he's making. And right now, no one has successfully disproven it. The tension isn't explosive, it's unstable, like something waiting for a trigger, and that trigger is coming.
Yeah, for sure.
right on.
You're a lot nicer than your coworkers, man.
Plugging?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, at least that guy has a good attitude, not a shit attitude like Ron's attitude was garbage. And they're also not taking my public records request either, so.
CHP officers arrive after a call and they seem unsure. Is this a public space or a restricted area? The person filming argues that an open door, or even being buzzed in, is enough to make it public. Two opposing views collide, and right at that point of impact, things begin to slide into unpredictable territory. Keep watching to see which way this story turns.
They have that point here. This is the public building. This is state office. So he is for
So he just told him this isn't a public building, it's a state office. I have him on camera telling me this is a public area. So they always lie, right, to the police to make it seem worse. And then it's on the police to actually know the laws, do their job the right way, and, you know, see, he just said it's a public space. There you go.
What I'm trying to tell you, it's a secure area. All my people are frightened. And so it's like, when he's filming the whole time, I said, you know, I don't believe you film me. This is the state office.
You said your name's Ron?
This is the only public part of the building, right here. That office, that right there, and this right here. This is a public space.
I understand.
So I mean, like I said, I mean, that is the public area. That's
So again, I know where the public. That makes it a public space. Oh boy.
It's normally locked. You can't get in without showing ID and signing in and having an appointment to be here.
Door's wide open. It doesn't matter what it normally is. Top of that, I actually pushed the button. They buzzed me right in. So I have that on camera as well. Real simple. It's a public office. If I can be in here, I can record. It's not a lockdown, secure office like he's saying. He just said this is a public area, and I have him on camera telling me this is a public area, and that office behind you is used for public. People from the public come in and have meetings and stuff. So.
I get what you're saying.
Yep. But.
Do you have a YouTube channel or anything like that?
Not yet.
No? I was just curious.
Yes. Figuring out if I want to start one. It's actually my first time, so. I don't know.
How did you find out about this building? Just live in the area, or?
Oh yeah, I've seen it.
Okay.
I mean,
You've just been reporting, so that's the only thing?
that's it. This building is not by appointment. Okay, we're gonna have this argument. I was like, this cop doesn't know what he's doing. I just heard the cop say, well, he has to sign in. No, there's no law that says I have to sign in.
They want that on tape. Yeah.
Now he's lying to him, saying that I basically just want to argue with them and want arguments on tape. No, I want you to do your job the right way. Real simple. I was actually respectful. This guy wasn't. So I'm narrating. You don't have to listen to me, but
I understand. I get it. And you seem to have been respectful.
just like I'm talking to you, this is the way I talk to them. So that's how I talk to everybody. Unless they push past that point, right, and they're saying or doing something, then yeah, I might, lose my.
Now the confrontation enters its most intellectually charged phase. This is no longer about presence or behavior. It's about interpretation. The cameraman begins laying out his understanding of the law with precision, explaining why signing in is not a legal requirement, why public access matters, and why internal policies cannot override constitutional rights. And this is where things start to unravel, because the officers begin leaning toward enforcement, but without a solid legal foundation. They reference security. They reference procedure. But the cameraman keeps redirecting the conversation back to legality. Show me the law. That becomes the underlying demand, and it's never fully answered. Instead, the argument begins shifting toward trespassing, a last attempt to establish control. But even that feels uncertain, built more on assumption than clear legal grounding. The cameraman senses it, and he pushes harder. Every statement, every response is calculated to expose gaps in their reasoning. And those gaps are becoming harder to ignore. You can feel the pressure building, not through shouting, but through contradiction. The officers are trying to assert authority, but their justification isn't landing cleanly. And that creates a dangerous situation. Because when authority is asserted without clarity, escalation becomes unpredictable. The scene is now on the edge. One wrong move, and everything changes.
Temper or something, but typically I don't. So they're talking about this. Well, I mean, he was arguing whether I could be here, but I was just asking questions. I've just requested public records, and they're just ignoring me to do my public records request, which I have a right to do under the penal code. So.
All right. So, sir, what it is this is actually supposed to be a secured building, and unfortunately, that lock is not working. So, you aren't supposed to be here. If you are supposed to be here.
That's not true.
Okay, hold up. I'm not done talking.
Go ahead. You're just wrong.
No. Okay.
I have on camera them buzzing me in. I didn't even open the door.
Okay, that's
They
fine.
buzzed me in, so I'm allowed to be here. And he's also said and just told you this is a public area. So.
No. So
Yeah.
again, the door was supposed to be locked. It's meant to be locked. Okay?
I pushed the button on camera
Okay.
and they buzzed me in. Locked or not, they
So you need
allowed
to
me in
also
the
have-
building.
Okay, you also need to have an appointment.
That's not true.
Okay,
I
and
can
you need
ask.
to sign in. So
That's
if
not
you-
true either. That's not a law,
This is their
bud.
this is their
But it's not a
protocol.
law.
So what they want to do now is, if you don't want to leave, it's going to be trespassing.
I suggest you look up 602 OML&I because it says clearly in there, and I'm just going to help you out real quick.
I don't care.
You can't
No,
violate
no,
my
I don't
rights,
care.
my
So,
constitutional
I'm gonna
rights
give
for
you-
trespassing.
I'm going to give you the option: leave, or
Let me
I
get your
arrest
sergeant. Sergeant.
you. Okay.
Yeah, if you're going to arrest me, I'll leave, but where's your sergeant? Let's
Okay,
get your
I'm gonna
sergeant
put
out
you-
here.
I will. I need to put
Okay.
your handcuffs for safety.
For what?
My safety.
I just said, you
Okay.
can't put me in here. What am I
Handcuffs.
being detained for? What law did I break right now?
602. Remember?
I just said I'll leave, but let's get your sergeant.
Okay. That's
But
nice.
you're completely wrong.
Let's go.
Okay. Cool. There you go. I'm outside, sergeant.
I requested it.
Cool. Yeah, you're an idiot. What's your name and badge number?
Officer Flores.
So first off, look at 602. 602 clearly says you can't use Penal Code 602 to violate somebody's constitutional rights. It's written into 602. And it's written into the only subsection that would apply right here. Signing in is not a law. They can't force me to sign in. They allowed me in, and I have every right to request public records like I have. So you, sir, are a fucking moron, and you need to
Why are
learn
you
how to do
cussing
your
at
job.
me?
Because you're an idiot. You just violated my rights.
Why are
And you
cussing-
touched me. I didn't touch you.
Why are you cussing at me?
Because you just violated my rights and you touched me. Did I touch you?
Why are you cussing?
Did I touch? I just told you. You violated my rights and you touched me. Did I cuss at him? No. He didn't violate my rights. He didn't touch me. But you did.
Okay, I'm going to detain
Right?
you and put you in handcuffs now.
For what law?
I'm just detaining you.
You can't. For what
Yes, I
law?
can.
It's called reasonable articulable suspicion of a crime. You can't detain
I'm
me
going to
just
detain you.
because. For what law?
I'm going to put you in handcuffs. for
Sir,
my safety.
what law? No. You have
my
to
safety.
detain me. You can detain me in cuffs for your safety, but you have
said
to
it.
have
You just said
reasonable
it.
suspicion
You
of a
just said it.
crime.
Go ahead,
Look at
put it
this
down.
dude.
Go ahead.
Look at this dude violating the shit out of my rights.
Can you drop your
Look at
hand?
him.
Put it down. No, just
I'm not going to drop
I'll
it or
hold
anything
it.
like that.
We're not going to. I need to put your hands behind your back.
You better tell this guy he can't do this. What crime have I committed? He can't detain me unless you have reasonable suspicion of a crime. I left out of the office. Where's
I'm
the
gonna
what
detain you.
crime?
I'm
For
going
what?
This is the breaking point. What was once a verbal conflict suddenly turns physical, or at least attempts to. The officer moves to detain the cameraman, invoking officer safety as justification. But immediately, the cameraman challenges it with a question that cuts straight to the core. What crime did I commit? And there's no clear answer. That's what makes this moment so intense. Because the authority being exercised here isn't backed by a clearly articulated offense. It's reactive, defensive, and in that sense, vulnerable. The cameraman narrates everything in real time, turning the interaction into evidence. Every word, every action, every inconsistency captured, and the officer continues forward. Handcuffs are introduced. Control is asserted, but the justification remains shaky. This is no longer just a disagreement. This is a potential rights violation unfolding live. The tension spikes to its highest level, not because of aggression, but because of uncertainty. No one fully controls the situation anymore, and the consequences are now real.
Crime.
I'm putting
For
you
what
in
crime?
handcuffs. For my safety.
What crime?
For my
You have
safety.
to have a crime, sir.
For my safety.
For what crime, sir?
So let's go ahead and drop the camera.
Oh, here.
Hold it. There you go.
Hold on.
There you
Let me let my wrist go and get it off my
Oh,
wrist.
sorry.
What do you think? I'm gonna hurt you? I know you're a little guy, but you're fucking. I'm not gonna do nothing to you. Now I'm being detained right now, ladies and gentlemen. No crime. just for his safety, even though there's no crime. This guy doesn't understand how RAS works. You can't detain somebody just for your safety just because you're talking to him. You have to have a reasonable suspicion of a crime. There is no reasonable suspicion of a crime. There's not even reasonable suspicion of trespassing, even if I stayed in there. And I could have easily let this young officer arrest me and then sued him later, but I choose not to do that.
Let's go down to my car so that way my recording also records.
I'm not interested.
Okay, well, I like to. So,
Okay, well, what am I being detained for?
Come on.
What am I being detained for?
My safety.
Your safety is not a crime, bud. You're right now, this is kidnapping at this point.
All right, let's go. Come on.
I'm not going to just move like that. So I need your sergeant, and you don't get to detain me. You don't get to just detain me for your safety.
Come on.
So how are we? Which way do you want to? You're not going that way? Okay, cool. All right, cool. I'll run with it. This guy's a freaking idiot. This is hilarious. So at this point, ladies and gentlemen, I'm being walked down the hallway. I've told them I don't want to move. So now he's moving me from one place to another, which meets the definition of a kidnapping beyond my will. He doesn't have me detained. He said for his safety, but he has to have a crime to detain me. Reasonable suspicion of a crime. He doesn't have one. Excuse me, I'm not going to depend on you. I'm going to lean on this. I have little issues with my back here. So
What happened to your back?
not going to tell you that.
That's okay. Well, I hope it gets better, whatever it is.
Yeah. Well, I hope you get educated. Because right now you are literally, I could do nothing and sue you at this point. You have detained me for no crime. You've said it on camera. There was no trespassing because that's an open state office. And I have the dude on camera telling me, no, this is public. You can be here, but you have to sign in. The door is open. Whether they say you usually need an appointment, the door is wide open. Not only that, but they buzzed me in, which I don't think you get. So.
It doesn't stop at interfering with First Amendment rights. The situation crosses another dangerous line. It reaches into Fourth Amendment territory when recording equipment is seized without clear legal grounds. What began as a dispute over the right to film escalates into a broader issue of search and property seizure.
So, well, you might have the chance because I'm gonna make a couple calls real quick, find out if that's a public office for us to be into, and I'm gonna go right back in there. As long as this. Oh, so now they locked the door.
What? No, it was locked, right?
It was not locked.
Okay.
Because after I didn't try the handle, right? I walked up and hit the button.
Yes.
Right? What you should have asked him is, do any members of the public come in here at any time?
Yeah.
Right? Because then if
he said they do, and you talk on the thing, I specifically.
Well, then it's open to the public, right? And he even told me, hold on camera, he said, this is a public area, and that office that people come and have meetings in is a public area as well. So there's an office.
Even after the physical escalation, the conflict doesn't settle. It evolves. The cameraman begins framing the situation in stronger legal terms, now invoking unlawful detention, even going as far as calling it kidnapping. It's a bold claim, but it reflects how far the situation has escalated. The officers, meanwhile, begin to lose their earlier certainty. The tone shifts, the aggression fades, and slowly, the realization starts to surface. This may not be as clear-cut as they initially believed. The cameraman continues pressing, highlighting inconsistencies, pointing out contradictions, reinforcing his position, and the officers start stepping back. Not dramatically, not openly, but subtly, because now the risk isn't just about control, it's about liability.
It's where
and
people
he stayed
do
in that area. He admitted to that.
Of course, because I know my boundaries, right? But that is a open public office. I also ask for public records.
Yeah.
I can be there to ask for public records.
Yeah.
Appointment, non-appointment doesn't matter. I can go. I don't need an appointment to go ask for public records.
No, and they would talk to you through the actual thing.
Well, they have to take my public records request. So I'm gonna go back in there and make them take my public records request. But now essentially they locked the door.
It is locked,
right?
I tried to open it.
And it's not a locked office.
Yeah.
Want to know how I know? I was here 3 or 4 days ago or whatever last week.
I know the lock was broken per my SSP officer.
I asked them. I didn't have a camera. See, this is what I do.
Yeah.
I went in 3 or 4 days ago without a camera, without anything, came in and said, oh, I was looking for, this is open to you guys all, oh yeah, public comes in here all the time. So they're lying to you because they don't want this there, is what they're doing. But it's all good.
Good. No,
I'll prove it.
There's no point in us having you here and taking you to MDF or what.
I wish you would have. Because it's a fat lawsuit.
I've been doing this too long, man.
What he didn't tell you is when he came out and said they want you trespass, you got to leave, and you got to. He thinks that I have to sign in to be in there. Please tell him it's not a law. Next thing
we'll have
he
this all
said,
figured out.
he said, "Oh, you're trespassing in here, and they want you to leave." And I tried to tell him, "Hey, this is open. They buzzed me in." Da da da. And he's like,
The shift here is undeniable. The officers begin acknowledging what they didn't before. There may not be a crime. The urgency fades. The tone softens. And what was once enforcement turns into conversation. The cameraman, however, doesn't let it go that he reframes everything as potential legal exposure. Lawsuit territory, accountability, and suddenly the power dynamic flips completely. The same authority that once attempted control is now navigating caution.
No, you can either leave or we're going to put you under arrest. I said, well, if you're going to arrest me, I'll leave, but I want your sergeant.
Yeah.
And he said, okay, then step out. And I'm like, get your sergeant. He's like, step out. All right. I stepped out. Outside of the office where we were talking is when he put me in handcuffs.
Yeah.
I told him, what crime?
Yeah.
Well, officer safety.
Yeah.
This guy's a idiot. He doesn't need that badge and gun. He's a disgrace to it. That's my opinion, and that's going to be a lot of other people's opinions. Okay. Trash. Horrible what he did and what we've seen right here. I mean, it's just horrible. You don't get to detain somebody unless you have a crime.
Well, we were under, again, even myself, under the impression that you were here trespassing. It's a secured area. But again, that's why I talked to them. I listened
but that's
to
why
everything
you
said.
guys talked to me, though, right?
That's why I talked to you first. I could have easily walked past you and gone to talk to them.
Well, but him. It starts with him and him. He was like, yeah, you're not doing nothing. Because I moved, and he was like, hey, let's stay here. And I said, am I being detained? He said, no, there's
Yeah.
Oh, okay, well, I'm just going to listen.
For sure.
I'm going to
That's
listen.
why- that's why
Well,
you're
not
in
until I
handcuffs
was
now.
told that I was being detained.
Yeah.
But also, like I said, that's not a secure area. Even if it usually is a secured area,
Well,
and they
behind that door's secure.
buzz me in,
If they
I
buzz
can
you
be in there.
What if they mistakenly buzz you? Now you know
I
they
can
mistakenly
still be
buzzed
in
you
there.
Okay.
But,
Then you can't go
how-
past that door now. How are you going to do that? It's a secured area.
Well, I'm gonna go make them do my public records request,
Okay.
and if they choose to ignore me, I'll document it, and then I'll expose them and put it out. Just like I'm gonna expose these guys.
I can respect that.
Right? Like this guy didn't do bad except watching him up and not saying anything. I don't know who the more senior officer is or the officer has more time, right? But he should have said, hey, Florida, we can't do that. He left. We don't have a crime right now. Like he went outside and now you're handcuffing him for officer safety.
Yeah.
Not only that, moving me, right? We know the definition of kidnapping, right? And then taking my property when I didn't consent to it. I said, no, you don't need to take my stuff. No, I'm detaining you for what? Officer safety.
Yeah.
It doesn't work like that. This guy needs to learn something, right? And either way, I'll be back.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm gonna go back up there right now.
Okay.
And if they let me in, I'm going back in.
Don't think
If they don't, I'm going to push for my public records request. If they don't do it, I'll expose them. And then guess what? I'll be back tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I'll come back the next day. And the moment that door's unlocked and they let me in again, and on top of that, I'm going to talk to their superiors as well.
And they are
right?
aware. So he already talked to Sacramento. So you may want to call straight to them because they're aware of it now.
Yep. The moment they let me in, I'm going right back in that office because it is an open office.
Yeah, just know that if they tell you have to leave.
I don't have to leave.
We'll cross that bridge.
Because why did he want me to leave? The camera, right?
And I don't know if that he's leaning on the fact, at least he is, that she mistakenly let you in.
Then why did he say it's a public area?
Again, yeah, that's I can't speak for.
Come on, bro.
Yeah,
No
I can only
offense.
go with what you're saying, what he's saying. I'm just trying to, again, I'm not rushing to taking anybody to jail. None of that stuff.
I was hoping you would have, but this is the
It's a waste
thing.
of everyone's time.
This is the thing is that
We've met before.
you look familiar to
Yeah,
me.
DUI stop probably a few of them, different ones.
Yeah, you look really familiar. I don't remember your name.
I have my
Name
car
and
locked.
badge number.
Toll 16777.
Toll 1677. So this is part of it too. Is like, dude, you totally f***ed me up. I forgot what I was gonna say. I was gonna make a point.
No, go ahead.
But I don't even remember what it is now. Regardless, they let me in. It's a public building. I can ask for public records. They have to take the records request. If they let people in there, I can go in. But right now, I can go.
Just when a story seems to settle, it escalates again on an even bigger stage at a military base. Higher stakes, higher authority, less tolerance, and yet the same conflict repeats, detained then not detained, allowed then restricted. Contradictions pile up rapidly, creating confusion not just for the cameraman, but for the officers themselves. And that's what makes this final part so powerful. IT exposes a pattern, not just of conflict, but of misunderstanding. And as the cameraman stands firm once again, one question lingers. if those enforcing the rules don't fully understand them? Then who really holds the authority?
Go up there and wait by the door all day if I want to, right? But it's the end of the day now.
Yeah, I was saying.
And
I don't know what time they close.
if
It's
they
25.
buzz somebody in,
Yeah.
I can go in.
Yeah.
It's public because you're letting people in. You don't get to not just let me in because I don't have an appointment or you don't like me. I have business. I'm doing a story. Now, if the door is always locked, and it's always locked, but I know it's not because I was here 4 days ago. It's not always locked.
Yeah, I can't speak. I was told the lock was broke. I don't know. It's locked right now. I can tell you that much.
Then how's the lock broken, brother?
No, it's not now. I'm saying it was previously broken. I know because our SSP officer told me.
Well,
I spoke to him before I even got here.
When they let me in, was the lock broken? Because
No,
this is the thing.
She mistakenly let you in.
Well, this is what I was trying to explain to you is that even after I went in, I pushed the button, they buzzed me in.
Yeah.
But after I went in, I was just in there, you know, doing my thing, recording.
Yeah.
And several people just opened the door and walked in. He opened the door and walked in. He didn't need to be buzzed in.
Yeah.
The door is unlocked.
Yeah.
At that point, I can be in there. Even if it's usually
So you
secured
already
or
did
whatever.
your request or you have not?
No, they wouldn't do it. They called you guys and wouldn't talk
Oh,
to me.
because you were filming.
Because I was filming. So, yeah, now I'm going to go push for my public records request, and I'm going to continue until I get back in that office because I know it's an open office.
It's
I have stamina.
They're probably closed now. I'm just.
What time is it?
5:01. I don't know their hours, but if it's state, they're probably closed.
Oh yeah, they're probably closed. That's all good. I will. I can come back. I can always come back. So.
I mean, you seem to know exactly what you're talking about. So I mean, again, that's why I spoke to you first, and then I spoke to them. And again, I don't think we have a crime here right now that you would be going to jail for. So.
Well, you also, I mean, it also depends, like I said, it's just simple, right? If they let the public in, then it's a public office. Now, if they have locked doors and they only let certain people in and so on and so forth, but I mean, I have it on camera. That's not what I saw. Everybody's walking in there, right? And now, oh, well, it's usually locked and, you know, where's your sign? Where's your signage that says authorized personnel? There's none. Because, you know, I check, right? I'm sure you probably looked at the doors.
Yeah, but I would say the keypad, the key card thing kind of tells me, and the voice thing would tell me, like...
Oh, not if you can just walk in the fucking door.
Well, no,
right?
if it's unlocked, right? Yeah. But right now, I'm telling you, I went up there, it's actually locked again. But you're right. Oh, wait, it's open. Yeah, I'm going to go in. Now, if they tell me, though, when I go in that, hey, the door's supposed to be locked, I apologize, you can't be in here, it's a little different to me.
Right.
Again,
Did you give me your name and badge number?
Yeah, toll 16777.
That's right, you did give me it. Okay. Well, hopefully I get to sit in on the complaint process with this guy because he's definitely going to get a complaint, probably a million more when everybody calls. You don't get to put your hands on people, man. I left. He said leave. I said give me a sergeant. I walked out. It's all on video. At that point, you put your hands on me when I'm outside, clearly not committing a crime. Fucking dumbass. Straight up. I don't mean to cuss him out, but what a fucking dumbass. I mean, he gave me a lawsuit if I wanted to. If I was that petty, that would have been now, if I would have been going to jail right now, for sure, you guys would have been getting hit with one. And I have lawyers in Oakland. Look up Dante Pointer. He's a very good lawyer. But yeah, I mean, dude, he's going to give away the public's money. He's going to get lawsuits. This guy needs to learn. Train him.
So are you going to go up there now? Or I'm just saying, because it's 5:03.
Yeah, well, they're all walking out. I actually think I might just follow them around and see what cars they get into.
Okay.
So.
All right. I mean, you're in public.
Yeah, no, for sure. I'm going to get the lease agreement too, because even though it's a private building, in the lease agreements, I've seen them for the state. I have a bunch of them. Yeah. It always says, with this lease agreement, leasing to a state agency, you are opening this building up to the public during public hours, XYZ. And when they sign on to that, it's no longer a private building for that purpose.
I don't even get that. I don't know, man.
I get that deep. I know it. Trust me.
402. Okay.
Well, they're going to go talk. I'm definitely going to go listen. So, Flores, man, at least they had a good sergeant that halfway looked into it. But the problem is that these people can lie, right? And they do lie. I mean, I've proven it a million times that public servants lie all the time. Well, it's usually locked, or he did this, or he did that. It's not true. None of it's true.
Even after being escorted outside, the argument doesn't end. It simply moves into the open air, where every word draws a fragile line between authority and freedom, and the person filming remains firm, insisting that their lawful rights that belong to the public, are being stripped away. Next, we step through the highly sensitive gates of Naval Air Station Jacksonville, and our journey officially continues from here.
Turn that off.
No.
Turn it off.
No, sir, please, get away from me.
As soon as you get off that blacktop right there, you're on federal property.
Sir, I'm working on a story. We're bringing awareness, freedom of the press.
Right here, where the Constitution should stand firm like bedrock, it wavers under the weight of human misunderstanding. Rights that seem untouchable are suddenly stretched thin by misinterpretation and rushed judgment. But I don't believe the First Amendment is that fragile. Maybe what's shaking isn't the right itself, but how it's understood and enforced.
Can I help?
sorry?
Can I help you?
No, I'm just taking pictures. How you doing today?
I'm blessed.
Awesome. What?
She said no pictures, sir.
No pictures?
No pictures, sir.
Is it illegal?
I can't hear you.
Call dispatch. He is not allowed to take pictures.
Aye, aye.
Is that person military personnel?
She is my supervisor, sir.
Am I doing something wrong by video recording?
Well, this is a military installation, and so I was informed you're not allowed to do that.
Can I have your name and your position here?
You want my name and position?
Please.
Hold on one second.
Did you swear to protect our Constitution?
Sir?
Before you make that phone call, because we have freedom of the press, right?
Sir, I'm not going to argue. Dispatch, ASF.
Question to contact dispatch, your last call sign.
They didn't give me a call sign this morning.
Dispatch 1406. Go ahead, 1406. Have you come to Yorktown? Please have personnel up here that's taking pictures and recording the gate as we're speaking.
Sir, can I have your name, please? Just your name.
Dispatch.
You're a public employee, right?
Sir, I'm not going to argue. I'm not going to...
Copy. Are you able to go to main gate?
I'm not arguing.
Unit I'm showing right now.
I'm just taking pictures.
I'm aware.
10-4, show me around.
Why would you guys park a really big airplane in front of your facility if you don't want nobody to take pictures?
Main gate.
All right, we'll figure this out.
Absolutely.
We have white male with red shirt, red tennis shoes, black pants, and black hat. He's standing right there, basically past building 9, recording us as we're calling you guys to report him. You have a unit en route.
Specifically, can you tell me what am I doing wrong right now? Specifically.
Just going to turn down my radio for a second, sir.
Awesome. Sir, are you a police officer? Can I speak with you for a second?
You have...
He's a police officer, right? Are you a police officer?
You have base security on their way, sir. You can speak to them.
All right.
So you're just doing this to record and take pictures?
Just taking pictures.
Just taking pictures?
When you become U.S. military, do you guys have to swear to protect the Constitution?
Sir, my supervisor is on the way. If you'd like to ask any questions, you can ask them.
Alrighty, thanks.
You're welcome, sir.
I do have to say, you're extremely professional. Although you're calling security over the First Amendment, I have to say you're a very polite guy.
Thank you, sir. I'm not trying to cause any trouble.
Oh, neither am I. Neither am I.
It's not a problem.
406-104, what side of building 9 is he? Right now, he's right in front of the guard shack. Basically, right across from us, we have ASF standing by with him.
Am I being detained?
I am not detaining you, sir.
Okay, cool.
But I will ask that if you wouldn't mind just staying around so you can talk to my supervisor, just explain to them everything you're doing. That would be great.
Cool.
I appreciate that, sir. Thank you.
No problem. We appreciate you. You see, we know that you guys have to protect our country against foreign and domestic terrorists, right?
Yes, sir.
We love our troops. We love our country. We love our freedoms.
got an ID card, brother?
ID?
An ID card, yes.
Am I being detained?
Do you have an ID card?
Am I being detained?
I just need an ID card to see who you are.
Why?
Because you're on a federal installation.
I haven't crossed the restricted area. I'm still on public property. I'm just taking pictures.
No, you're not on public property. Turn that off.
No.
Turn it off.
Sir, please get away from me.
As soon as you get off that blacktop right there, you're on federal property.
Sir, I'm working on a story. We're bringing awareness, freedom of the press. Please stand back.
1104. Can you dispatch JSO here, please?
Why are you trying to take my camera, sir? I'm just taking. Yeah.
I'm not trying to take your camera.
What about my Fourth Amendment?
What about your Fourth Amendment?
Am I being suspected of a crime?
Did I seize anything from you?
You're trying to illegal search and seizure.
Did I seize anything from you?
You're trying to get my ID as soon as you got here.
I'm asking for your ID card.
Okay, and I can nicely refuse. I'm just working on a video. I'm not trying to cause any problems here.
All right.
Can I have your name and badge number? Isn't it part of your policy to identify yourself?
Nope, because you didn't give me your ID.
That's because I don't work here. You're the one that's at work. You're the one that has a gun. You're the one that's giving orders, right? So at least tell me your name. Okay. How long have you been working for the Navy Police?
That's not important.
Yes, it is, because you're trying to violate my rights right now.
No, I'm not violating your rights.
You're attempting.
Okay.
You're attempting. I'm not suspected of breaking the law.
Do you have JSO en route?
I haven't broken the law. I haven't done anything wrong. I'm working on a video peacefully. I'm gonna talk to these gentlemen over here. Well, you're their boss, right? So I don't know how this is gonna work, sir. I'm doing.
Stop right there, buddy.
Am I being detained?
Stop right there.
Am I being detained?
You're being detained as long as you're
under suspicion of what crime?
Photography on a federal installation.
What?
Are you sure of even what you want to say? No.
I'm in public property. Excuse
no,
my.
Not.
Yes.
You are on federal property.
Okay, and what's my First Amendment right? I'm doing nothing wrong.
Your First Amendment right is freedom of speech, right?
And freedom of the press, correct?
No.
Yes.
Show me your credentials for press, then.
Credentials, sir. It's the Constitution. It's the First Amendment, sir.
You're talking about freedom of the press. You represent the press.
I represent the people. Yes.
Which people?
The people. We the people, sir. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but you're being disorderly right now, sir.
I am?
Yes, you are, because you're disturbing my peace. I've done nothing wrong.
And you're disturbing ours by filming.
Filming specifically. How am I disturbing your peace by taking pictures?
We're just going to get you. We'll get you taken care of by JSO.
What is that? I've done nothing wrong. Am I being detained? You're still, sir. Am I detained?
You said you are. Yes, you are, sir.
Okay, for what?
You're detained at this time.
Can you please protect me? I've done nothing wrong. It doesn't matter if he's your boss. You're supposed to do the right thing. I've done nothing wrong. I've done nothing wrong, but come to a place where it looks very welcoming with a really huge airplane in the front, and I'm just taking pictures. Why are you being disorderly, Sergeant? You're making me nervous now. You're just illegally detained me, man. I've done nothing wrong.
You can leave.
Oh, so now I'm not detained.
You can leave. You never were detained.
You said multiple times that
you can leave. You can leave.
Okay, so if I'm free to leave, I'm free to stay, right? I've done nothing wrong.
No, you're not free to stay.
Why not? If I'm free to leave, I'm free.
Are
Sir,
you military?
I don't answer questions, sir. I'm just working on a video.
That's fine.
You're the one that's working for us.
That's right.
Could you please leave me alone?
Oh, I'll leave you alone when JSO shows up.
What are you going to tell them? I've done nothing wrong. Sir, you're Navy police. You're Navy police. You should stand up for the First Amendment. Really? How many times have you done this? Sir, you're military. Are you military, sir? Please tell me you are. Please tell you look like a military guy. You're working at the Navy police. I've done nothing wrong. I'm just taking pictures.
Well, sir, like he said, you are free to leave.
I'm free to leave. That means I've done nothing wrong.
Officer Barron, please.
Sir. Sergeant, you're being disorderly.
I am.
Yes, you are.
Explain that to me.
First, you said that I was being detained, right, for taking pictures.
And then I said you can go.
And then you said that the First Amendment is not freedom of the press. And then you said that I can go, but then you say that I can't stay. So I'm not understanding what these orders that you're giving me. And you were also making fun of my stuttering because I'm a bilingual and English is my second language. So isn't part of your policy to identify yourself, be courteous, professional? You didn't do any of that, Sergeant. He says I'm free to leave. That means I've broken no law. I've broken no law. So can you please identify him for me so that I can file a complaint, sir?
He did.
No, he didn't. He refused to identify himself. I just know he's a sergeant because of the stripes. But sir, here, it's all a misunderstanding here, man. I'm not trying to give you a hard time. Just do the right thing, right?
The situation spirals into chaos. One moment he's told he's being detained, the next it flips to you're not detained. Conflicting statements crash into each other like opposing waves. In the middle of it all, he doesn't back down. He keeps asserting that he's being unlawfully detained simply for filming. Keep watching.
I wasn't expecting you treating me like this, Sergeant. Can we please start all over again? Sir, are you police?
Take a step back for a minute.
Step back. That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, go and take a step back. Just stand right there.
Okay, he said I'm free to leave. I'm not being detained. So can I have your name and position here, sir?
My name is Detective Sparrow and Ask Jack, CID.
Okay, am I breaking the law in any way for taking pictures of your nice military installation? Isn't it part of the First Amendment? Freedom of the press? I've done nothing wrong. I'm not in a restricted area. Restricted area is past that gate over there. I'm trying to explain this gentleman. He didn't seem to get it at first, but then he said, okay, well, you're detained. And then he said, well, you're not being detained. You're free to go. And I'm like, okay, well, if I'm free to go, I'm free to stay. I've done nothing wrong. I'm not being disorderly. He's actually being disorderly. He illegally detained me, and he's disturbing my peace, sir.
Sir, do you intend on staying here or going?
I'm planning on working on maybe like a 10-minute video, and then I'll be on my way if I'm not going to be bothered.
Sir, you're not being bothered.
Yes, I was illegally detained by this officer right here.
Sir, if you'd like to remain here, why don't we do that? Why don't we remain here? And if you want to go, why don't you go ahead and go?
I'm just going to stand there for like 10 minutes, and then I'll be on my way. I'm just trying to catch some footage.
Perfect. Excellent. Go on and stand right there.
Are you in charge of this guy?
No, sir.
Okay, how can I complain on him? He's refusing to ID. You see, he legally detained me, and he's a sergeant. Oh, you're a sergeant. Sergeant Parker.
Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, no, I'm more.
Welcome to do that. If not,
oh, you're gonna take me to jail if I don't go across the street. That's what you just said?
You're on federal property, right?
This is, well, you have no authority here. That's what I'm saying. You see, I'm not breaking the law. This is a public area.
your video.
Yeah, I'm not doing anything wrong. This is very welcoming. Did you see the airplane you have right there?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the big deal?
It's not a big deal. We just want to make sure you're safe here in the parking lot. You want to take your video?
You seem very professional, but actually I feel safer with you here, sir.
Excellent. Do you happen to have your ID on you, sir?
That's what I'm trying to explain to him. What about my Fourth Amendment?
Okay. You're not in handcuffs.
I know, but I'm not. Unless I'm being suspected of committing a crime, I don't have to provide ID. That's what I'm saying. I do have an ID.
I'm respectfully requesting.
Awesome. I like that. This guy is very awesome. How long have you been a police officer?
Is there any chance I can see your ID?
I would like to nicely refuse, sir.
Okay, got it.
And stand up for my Fourth Amendment constitutionally protected right.
Understood. Excellent.
Thank you.
Well, let's do that.
Thank you. And Sergeant Parker. So you guys want me to leave, or you guys want me to stay right here? Is it okay if I take pictures?
Well, no.
You're asking if somebody's en route. Who's en route?
No, it's not okay that you're taking pictures of our gate, but we don't want to make you mad.
I'm not mad.
if you want to stay here, let's stay here. That's all.
And am I going to be arrested if I stay here? That's the question.
Sir, I can't see the future.
Well, you're the one in charge of making this decision, right? If you're telling me that I'm going to be arrested, I would walk away under threat of arrest. But please let's not play these games. You see, you guys are surrounding me now. I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm bringing awareness on freedom of the press. You guys protect our freedoms here, right?
Who do you work for?
Auditing America.
Auditing America? I never heard of that. Hold on.
Look it up. 100 million, nearly 100 million combined views. I don't have to say it. I don't have to say who I work with.
No.
But
you're absolutely right. Let me write this down now.
Sure, go ahead, my friend. You can look it up everywhere. I've done nothing wrong. Do you want to take me to jail, sir?
I don't want to talk to you.
Well, you're a public servant, right?
You said Auditing America?
Sure. Share, like, and subscribe. We stand up for the First Amendment and peacefully.
Hey,
peacefully.
us too. That's our job.
We have millions of views. We just want to see if you're respectful. That's it. We're not here to create a problem. This guy tried to take my camera.
Is it auditingamerica.com, .org, .net?
Auditing America. You can find us everywhere.
Oh, okay. So if I just Google you?
You won't even have to put the entire name. We're well known. You see, we're not creating a disturbance. We're never disorderly. We're never aggressive. We're never disturbing the peace.
People nerve when you do that.
Well, I'm not. It's not my responsibility for your feelings, sir.
Not my feeling. You don't make me.
Well, you're talking about being nervous. If you're nervous, maybe being a police officer is not the right job.
Around the area that's complaining to you, not the police. You got bike people that's calling us.
Yeah, the security.
No, you got people in the cars as well. Because
how is taking pictures considered a criminal activity?
We don't know people to take pictures of our posts, of our operations. You may be a terrorist. We don't know who you are.
Well, that's the thing. You don't know. We're in America. I'm not a terrorist. I can tell you that.
Terrorists are in America.
Well, sir, this is a freedom. This is the freedoms that we have. You see, I don't know if you're a terrorist right now. You guys are Yeah, but your behavior is highly suspicious right now. You're disturbing.
Yours is more suspicious
No,
than mine.
no, I'm engaged in a constitutionally protected activity in a federally funded place. I've done nothing wrong. Am I being detained?
No, sir.
No?
Sir.
Okay. Who are we waiting for?
Hold on one second. Hold on.
I've done nothing wrong. You're a detective. Why don't you investigate the First Amendment, sir? Please.
I'm already aware of what the First Amendment is.
So I'm not in a restricted area, right? Correct? Can we agree to that?
No, sir, we can't.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and step out because I see what you guys are doing. You're trying to entrap me into being into saying that. No, you guys, you don't even know where you're at right now. So that doesn't make me feel safe. You see, you're supposed to tell me, no, this is a public area or this is a restricted area.
This is federal property.
Okay, which is being funded by the public, right?
That's why we have.
Officers and security personnel cite military regulations. The filmer must coordinate with a public affairs officer, PAO, backed by familiar justifications like security and force protection. It sounds solid, official, even authoritative. But look closer. Those are internal policies, not laws that apply to private citizens. So what do you think?
Hi, how are you? Are you a police officer?
I'm with Shark Security, sir. How are you?
Nice to meet you. My name's Enrique, by the way. These gentlemen over here are not sure if this is a public area or a private area. I'm just taking pictures of the gate and the military installation for news purposes. I've explained to these gentlemen that I run a channel called Auditing America. Okay. We're pretty well known. So as soon as you type it in your phone, it's gonna pop up, okay? I'm not just an idiot with a backwards hat. This gentleman's being disorderly. He tried to take my phone, and then he said that I was being detained, and then he said that I wasn't being detained, and then he said I was free to go, but then he said I wasn't free to stay. I'm not understanding. If you guys want me to leave under threat of arrest, I will go ahead and leave, but I just want to let you know that I'm not past the restricted area, so please be courteous, professional, as your policy says that you should be, and just let me take pictures unbothered. Is that okay?
So what kind of pictures are you taking?
I'm working on a First Amendment audit, and you guys just failed. I'm trying to see if you guys respect our right to video record from a public place. That's my only purpose here.
Okay, so tell me more about your channel. I want to know. I've never heard of it.
Well, what we do, we go to public places, we go to government buildings, and we always remain in a publicly accessible area where sometimes it may be a sensitive area, such as military installation, but we will never go into restricted area. You know what I mean? We have policies that we have to follow in order to publish our videos. We can't violate anyone's privacy. We also don't allow anyone to violate our privacies because we have the Fourth Amendment right, which you all swore to protect. But this gentleman over here, Sergeant, I don't know his name because he also said that he wasn't gonna identify to me, which is your policy to identify. He said that freedom of the press is not the First Amendment. He also said that he was requesting press credentials when everybody knows that the First Amendment protects me for my freedom of the press. So can we agree? Can we agree that, you know what I'm saying, this is all a misunderstanding? Sure.
So are you with like a credentialed news agency or? No, I'm just asking for better understanding. This is an education piece on my part, sir.
Yes, I'm with Auditing America. Okay. We're bringing awareness on freedom of the press, the First Amendment. You guys are all police officers. You guys should know it's the first article on your job. I'm not being disorderly. I'm not being nasty. I'm not being loud. This gentleman over here is requesting ID. I don't know why.
Sir, you're just talking to me right now, okay?
Okay.
Talking to me.
I like talking to you.
Okay, so I don't want to get you like, you know, upset or angry.
I'm not upset. You know what I'm saying? I do this for a living. This is an honest job. Okay? I'm bringing awareness on our constitutional rights, our freedoms here in America. You guys all work protecting those rights, I would assume. So everything we should be good, right?
So can I explain from my concern?
Of course.
So, I don't know you.
Correct.
And so anytime any media comes and does anything with the installation, they coordinate through the public affairs officer. And so that's our policy, is that you get with the PAO and we ensure that you have the access that's required for you for your purpose, and that it meets our force protection requirements.
Is that a law?
It's our requirement as an installation, sir.
But it's your policy. It's not a law, right? I don't have to. I don't really have to.
I don't know you, sir. So that's why.
I introduced myself as soon as I got here.
Correct, sir. You're correct. So by working with the PAO, we can ensure that everybody's on the same page and that you have a specific purpose.
I can do that next time, but you know, I'm just trying to prove a point. Like, we don't really have to, you know, right? It would be nice to let you guys know ahead of time, but this is the U.S. military, okay?
Yes, sir. Trillions
of dollars invested into this operation. We love the military. We love good cops. We don't like tyrants. This gentleman over here, he's highly suspicious. He's borderline disorderly conduct, and he's a sergeant. You know, he doesn't know the First Amendment. I don't know how in the world do you make it to be a sergeant and a police officer if you don't know the first article of your job, which is to protect the First Amendment.
Sir, I just want you to focus on talking to me.
I am. I'm talking to you, but
let's not talk about the sergeant. I understand your concerns, but right now it's you and I talking.
Am I being detained?
So I just want to get a better understanding.
I think I've been pretty clear, right?
Well, again, so you're supposed to coordinate with the PAO, and especially being, you know, with a news agency and with the purpose that you're serving. So technically, you're on our property. As soon as you come on
does it say restricted area as soon as a sign right there? Because if it does, I'll be more than glad to step out. And you know what? I've already pretty much figured it out. I'm on my way now because you guys are making me feel uncomfortable. I feel like I'm gonna go to jail for taking pictures in America.
So do you understand what force protection is, sir?
No, I don't work here. I understand that you guys are supposed to protect the country. I understand that you guys have it's your policy to come and ask questions. I understand that. But you know, there's a way to do things. We have to be nice. This gentleman over here, he was extremely nice when he got out of the car. You've been extremely nice. He's been extremely nice, although he still support the sergeant when he illegally detained me and then undetained me. So if I'm being told to leave under threat of arrest, I'll leave.
No, so force protection is, we're responsible for this military installation. We're responsible for all the people that work and reside here. We don't know you. You didn't coordinate with the PAO, and you show up, and you're up in...
I go around the entire country.
What's up, man?
Hey, how are you?
Good.
So when you show up and you start coming with inside our entry control point, you've got a bag on you. We don't know if you got a bomb on you. We don't know if you got a gun on you.
I know.
For force protection, these are the things that we're concerned about, because you didn't coordinate and make sure that we know who you are in advance, and you come up aggressively.
No, I was never aggressive.
So from our perspective,
that's not the right word.
Can I explain?
Sure.
From our perspective, you come up aggressively. We don't know who you are, and you just roll up to our
That's not the correct word. Are you an officer or?
I'm with NAS Jack Security Department.
Okay, well, you know, aggressive is a big word. I haven't been loud. I haven't been nasty. I haven't threatened anyone. I haven't talked about violence. I'm non-violent, actually. I'm here for the First Amendment. I explained to you guys. I'm doing nothing wrong. I'm bringing awareness on freedom of the press. I mean, if you guys are saying that I have to leave, I'll leave under threat of arrest, because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 police officers here. That's like $1 million worth of salaries right here over a guy taking pictures.
I don't get paid that much.
Yes, sir.
Can I get your last name, brother?
I'd rather not.
Okay.
I'd rather not.
Okay.
But you'll find out. I just gave you everything.
Right. No.
I just gave you everything.
Yeah, you're right. I just figured it'd be easier if you give it. That's all.
No, I'd rather not. You see, that's the whole purpose of my channel. They're gonna be like, Enrique, you told them your name. You waived your Fourth Amendment. But you know what? I'm trying to be professional. I'm trying to be courteous to you guys. I'm trying to be courteous to you because you were courteous to me.
All right, listen. So, geez, this federal property, if they don't want you here, you can't be here.
Okay.
So, I mean, it's that simple. And if you want to go over there to the Target or something, take pictures, do anything like that.
Target is private property. You're sending me onto private property to take pictures, not on public property?
But that's where you can drive your car over there. People do it all
the
time.
Are they requesting for me to leave?
Yes. So, I mean, if this is their property and they say you got to leave, then you got to leave.
Who makes the decision right here?
These guys did it. This is federal property.
Okay, who's
So
making
they
the
do
decision that I have to leave so I can leave?
Yes, sir. I am. Detective Sparrow. I'm respectfully requesting that you leave the area right now.
Okay, I'm leaving under threat of arrest. I don't answer questions. I'm leaving under threat of arrest.
Thank you, sir.
You guys are tyrants. You guys are gonna be on the wrong side of history. You guys should go home today and think about what you did. Our constitutionally protected rights are the most important thing in this country. You guys are violating that. You guys are tyrants. You've been owned. You're gonna be on the internet forever. You're gonna be on the internet forever, okay? Share, like, and subscribe to Auditing America.
I'm making sure you're safely getting off the bus.
I made it this far without anyone looking up for my safety. I'm okay. I'm okay. Can you please walk away from me, ma'am?
No, you're on our property.
How much did you pay for this property, ma'am? I'm leaving. But you know what? You guys are violating my rights.
Sir, please watch out for traffic.
Thank you, ma'am. Do you feel good about this?
We can have an honest conversation if you want to have an honest conversation.
Okay. Am I in public property already?
Not yet, no.
This is private property. He said go to Target. So, there's not even a crosswalk. So is this still your
crosswalk over there?
Okay, how can I make it over there?
Sir, how did you get it? How did you safely get across here? Did the crosswalk?
Well, you don't have one, so I had to just cross. But am I still in public property?
No, not yet, sir.
Not yet?
No.
What about the public easement? Do you guys have a certain amount of footage?
On the sidewalk over there, sir, that's public property.
Okay. Okay. This guy got his gloves and everything. Am I gonna get a ticket for jaywalking since there's not a...
Sir, I just want you to be safe.
Step back. Bro, hey bro, step back. Hey bro.
In the end, he leaves under the shadow of a risk of arrest, leaving behind not just the base gate, but a lingering question about the line between freedom and authority. A story that doesn't end here, but begins to ripple outward. The next stop, and perhaps the final one, takes us to Sebring, Florida, where a man quietly fishing at a public pier openly carries a firearm, unintentionally igniting a tense confrontation.
What's your name? M. Hirsch, H-I-A-R-S-C-H. What's your name and badge number? Name and badge number. K. Palmerton, what's your ID number?
Don't worry about it, buddy.
No, bull. What is your yeah.
Here, a striking gap comes into view. On one side is what civilians see directly, clear, tangible, unfolding right before their eyes. On the other is what officers receive, secondhand information filtered through layers of interpretation.
Holy shit. Yo, what the f? Why are you pointing that gun at me? My hands are up.
Do not move.
I'm not moving.
Do not move.
I'm not moving. I'm just fishing.
We got you, partner.
Okay, well, I don't like the fact that this guy has a finger on the trigger and he's got his gun pointed at me. Okay, and that's perfectly lawful. Oh, you're coming to check me out, but you got this guy over here pointing a What?
Hey.
My hands are up, dude.
Stand down.
He just told you to stand down.
All right, partner, you can put your hands
No, bullshit. I want names and badge numbers now. Sorry. No, f that. No, absolutely not. The fact that that guy still has his gun pointed at me after you were told to stand down, so I want your name and ID. What? My hands are up, dude.
Stand down.
He just told you to stand down.
All right, partner, you can put your hands
No, bullshit. I want names and badge numbers now. Sorry. No, f that. No, absolutely not. The fact that that guy still has his gun pointed at me. This is harassment of a fisherman. It is an unlawful. Absolutely not. I want your f***ing name and badge number.
I understand it, and we're taking care of it, okay?
That's bull.
Okay.
What's your name? M. Hirsch, H-I-A-R-S-C-H. What's your name and badge number?
You can put your gun away.
Name and badge number. K. Palmerton. What's your ID number?
Don't worry about it, buddy.
No, bull.
They give it to him.
What is your yeah. F you. What is your name and badge number?
188.
Gilliard. Who's the fat Yeah, you. I want your fucking name and badge number.
Give him your name, give him your name and badge number.
Because I'm not breaking the law.
Give me your name and badge number.
Give me your name and badge number. You were just ordered by a superior officer. Yeah, it's funny. It's real funny. It's real funny.
You can clear.
What's his name and badge number? I want you to verbalize your name and badge number.
Giosmani Pantoja.
What's his ID number?
4179.
Cool. Can I get his name and badge number?
That is Corporal McConnell.
McConnell? Can I get your name and badge number?
Officer Rutigliano, 4208.
Cool. Name and badge number.
Officer Bostic, 4201.
Name and badge number. Name and badge number. Oh, I got it from you already. All right. I'm not breaking the law here right now. Okay, so now that we have an understanding I'm not breaking the law, I do not wish to engage and talk with you guys. If you guys continue to engage and talk with me, that would be harassment of a fisherman, which is actually an arrestable offense under Florida statute, and I can't sue you for that. So if you guys could go 10-8 and leave me alone while I'm fishing, that would be excellent. Thank you for having that piece of shit walk away.
It's okay.
Because again, my hand's not on my firearms, but he sits there and continues to hold his gun on me with a finger on the trigger.
And we understand that. We understand what you're here for. I understand what you're here for, okay? I know you're with the audit, okay?
I'm not auditing.
I appreciate that, okay? But with the situation that's happened in Texas, you know we're a little, you know...
Yeah, which is exactly why I've got this. Just in case something happens, I can defend myself, which is why that statute's there in the first place.
Absolutely.
So, again, 10-8, I don't want to talk to you guys anymore.
Everybody go...
Actually, can I get the call number?
Yeah, I'll get you the call number. I'm going to have to go to my vehicle.
That's fine. You can come back here and give that to me. That's perfectly fine. I appreciate that. The rest of you guys, 10-8.
Would you like me to talk and just explain the call to you when you go get the number?
I know, I'm pretty sure what the call is. Somebody saw me with a gun. They called you guys.
Yeah, somebody saw you walking across the street.
Okay.
They said somebody in full body armor with a rifle walking across the street from the Civic Center. I guess you parked across the street or something like that. So they think you're approaching the pier with a gun. They never mentioned a fishing pole or anything like that, if that makes sense.
Okay, well, I mean, but still. I mean, if I'm going to a fishing pier, then...
Yeah, but, you know, the thing in Texas, you're going to have a lot of people. We had several callers.
Okay. Well...
So in that kind of situation, obviously, we're going to get the heightened response now that we're
True,
all getting
but I mean, you guys are
trained
supposed to
for stuff like
observe,
this.
right?
So, and that's what we were doing. You know, when we were coming up...
By screaming, police, put your hands up. Don't even tell me, you keep your hands up, and my hands are up, and he still continues to hold a gun at me.
So, like I was explaining, we had a call. That's what we had. That's what we were dealing with, okay?
Okay.
So, no offense to you. Nothing against you personally, all right? It's just the call that came out, it sounded pretty bad the way it came out.
A guy going fishing with a gun. Perfectly lawful.
A guy approaching the city pier with a full body armor and a rifle.
And the city pier is known for what, fishing?
Okay, but if you're approaching it and there's kids here, stuff like that, obviously several people are going to call, they're going to make it sound bad.
Okay, well then what about you guys? You guys have guns.
Correct.
So we should only feel that, you know, law enforcement officers should be the only ones that have guns. Is that what you're getting at?
No.
Nobody's going to call because it's a police officer, but it's the civilian doing it with exercising their constitutional rights.
The recent thing in Texas, okay, with the rifle.
Yeah.
I understand that's why you're doing it, okay? And I appreciate that. The only problem that we had is obviously everybody else heard about what happened in Texas.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So they're going to make it sound as bad as possible. And then obviously we're going to respond based on what we get.
Well, so then maybe you guys should go after the person that made the false 911 calls then, because that's a crime.
It's not a false 911 call, depending on what they perceive it.
You see the fishing pole?
They didn't mention a fishing pole.
Okay. So maybe inform them that, hey, listen, just heads up. You should really double check what it's going on.
I understand that.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
I get where you're coming from.
I'm going to go back to fishing though. I appreciate the conversation, but I'm going to go back and fishing. I really would appreciate if you guys just let me alone.
Yep. He's gonna, our sergeant's gonna come back with a call number.
Yep.
That'll have everybody's name attached to it. All right.
Okay.
So if you have any issue with that, all that'll be there, and you can go to the PD to request a copy.
Yep.
An actual physical copy. Okay.
Okay.
All right. You have a good day, sir.
Holy crap, guys! I'm glad I got that on body cam.
When these two streams of perception fail to meet, reality bends into parallel versions of itself. And in that gap, tension takes root, rights are misunderstood, and the truth stands still between both sides, waiting to be recognized for what it really is. If you've made it to the end of this video, you may have felt something quietly unsettling. Rights don't vanish overnight. They wear down little by little in the moments when no one steps forward to question. So what's your take? Leave your thoughts in the comments below, because sometimes your perspective is the missing piece that helps the truth come into focus. And if you want to keep following stories where authority and civil rights collide head on, make sure to subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.